you're married, you have three beautiful daughters. You came from a family with three other sisters, and you're in a demanding business, especially like you said, as college football season starts. Like, how do you unplug? Like, are there sort of practices or rituals to where daddy's maybe not home a lot, but when he is, the phone goes away, or whatever? Like, I know a lot of people that I deal with struggle with that work-life balance. It's very demanding, and
it is. It can be extremely demanding. It can be extremely taxing. It'll be more challenging when I start the radio, because in the morning I like having breakfast with my daughters or possibly driving them to school, right? Like, it's something that I really enjoy doing, like having those little conversations in the car. I will miss those. And I usually, so the college show, I usually only do during football season, which is usually from August till February. We go like till, probably right up to signing day. So I get that time in the off season, but during the season, because I really pride myself on being the best dad that I possibly can. So for the most part, when I'm 7 to 3 and sometimes 4, if I have to do that podcast in the afternoon, I'm pretty much setting things down as soon as I'm done at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon and putting it aside. So from that window from 4 till, usually after dinner, we're usually like till when games tip off at 7:30 or 8. Mm-hmm. I'm usually fully immersed in kids from that time. Like, I'll go, whether it's I'm taking them to a practice, whether I'm taking my daughter to play golf with me. Like that, so I feel like I've sacrificed a lot of personal interests that I had. Like, I used to be, like, I used to play golf all the time. And then when I was single, or even when I was just married, I probably went golfing 4 times a week. Like, I would go every Saturday and Sunday morning. There was a standing tee time at 8. I would go Wednesday and Friday afternoons at 1:30. There was always a game. So I'd go over there, and I loved it. It was awesome. But like, when I had kids, I just kind of sacrificed that. I was like, you know what? Like, what am I really going to value? Am I going to value the time with the guys, which is good, and there is value in that. It is a good escape to get away. Or am I going to invest this window in my children? And I've made a concerted effort. I've lost like golf trips. I don't get that many in. I don't get to do many things like that. But to me, it was just so worth it to sacrifice some of those things, which are fun. But like, in the bigger picture, like when my daughters are gone to college, I'll have plenty of time to go back to the golf games and do all those things again. But I really wanted to invest fully in my children and their activities. Cause my dad was a great example. Like, my dad's an orthopedic surgeon. He's in sports medicine. He was busy. He was a little bit, because I do think I have like a workaholic tendency in me. Like, I like working. I like being busy. My dad had the same. My dad wasn't a golfer, which a lot of doctors are. He wasn't a fisherman. He was either working or he was with his kids. So I really had an example of my dad that kind of laid the groundwork for the kind of dad I wanted to be too. So I had a good example, which helped tremendously.
Yeah. So that window during the season when you're just totally slammed, there's that like 4 o'clock to like 7 o'clock, 7:30, where you're completely dedicated to the kids, and that's their time.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I'm just, fully daddy daycare from 4 to 7. There'll be times when I'll just want to get away and maybe go work out. Right. But I've actually got this new routine for the last couple months, and I've been getting up super early, like at 5:30, to get my workout in before, so that I don't have to do it from 4 to 7. So I can have more time to kind of just relax with the kids or go golfing. Or my middle daughter, Dylan, wants to be surfer. So I've been taking her over to the beach and just getting in the water with her and letting her surf, and just spending time with them in what they like to do. And I think it's valuable. Now it's going to get more challenging because they're getting to an age when, my oldest just turned 13. She's getting to an age where she doesn't like hanging out with dad that much, so like the roles might reverse. So it's like all of a sudden she wants to be with her friends, and I have to tug on her and say, well, hold on a second, dad wants some time too. And it's all a balance that there is no handbook. There is no manual. Different people, have different schedules. I'm just trying to do my best. Like, that's all. That's why I talk to Courtney, my wife, about it all the time. Hey, we're just trying to do our best. Like, what do we think is best for our family? We don't have any judgment towards any other family if they do things differently, because there really isn't an answer. You could have parents that spend all day, all night with their kids, invest fully, and their kid goes off the deep end. You do your best, and you try to instill in them good values and treat people the right way, and kind of trust God with the rest. And that's really been our kind of motto as kind of parents and trying to parent in this crazy world.